Hey everybody, I wanted to take a little time and do a video to just go over some of the items that I've sold on eBay over the past week or so. I hope this is going to be informative and let you kind of see all the different types of items that can be sold. So these are, from my actual account, and so here's an example of an item I sold. This particular item is a part for a pool pump. So it's a grounding bolt basically for a pool pump. And I've had a bunch of pool equipment laying around in a storage container in my garage for many years. I had a pool service business for a long time. And so when I sold my business, I ended up keeping a bunch of the supplies that I had purchased. And I, until recently, didn't actually start selling them. So this is one of those items that I sold. And so the cost was zero for me, really, because it's been depreciated over many years down to zero by now. And so I sold this for $12.95 and free shipping. Next item here is a DVD set. We had gone to an estate sale, and my wife actually found these DVDs. I think they were $5 for the lot. And so one thing that's interesting about some of these listings is you'll occasionally get people that will give you offers. They'll make you an offer, and a lot of times they'll try to lowball you. Well, I've found that it's actually good when you get these offers because you get to kind of see which items are garnering attention from people. And sometimes it's negative attention. Sometimes it's, lowballers. But very often, if I get a lowball offer, I can almost guarantee that some point soon I'm going to get a full price offer on my item if it's priced right. And I try really hard to make sure my items are priced right when I list them. I do a little bit of research before I list every single item. So this one ended up being pretty good for us. We made quite a bit of profit on this. Cost us $5. We shipped it media mail, so I think the shipping was like $2.30. So, after fees, we probably cleared maybe $13 or something. So good little item there. All right. Now, this item here, got at the same estate sale. What I usually do when I'm at these estate sales is I usually look for stuff that's brand new in the box. That's my first goal when I enter a room or a garage or wherever I'm at. So I'll cruise through looking for brand new merchandise. Then the second time around, I'll cruise through, especially in garages, and I'll look for any kind of tools or electronic devices that look like they might be, sellable. And then I will look them up. And so this is one of those items where I had never had one of these before. I knew what Garmin was. I knew it was some sort of GPS device, but I didn't really know exactly what it was. So I looked it up on eBay and noticed that it sold for, 50, 60, 70 bucks, 80 bucks. I think there was one for 80 that was used. So this thing was $12. And so I grabbed it. Made $59.95 and paid standard shipping on it. So it was first class shipping. I think it was about $3 or $4. So again, a pretty high profit item there since it only cost us $12. So, these are the types of things you want to look for when you're at an estate sale. You want to look for items that can sell really quickly and for a high value. And then, make sure you get good quality photos. I think the pictures really help a lot. Here's another item that, was part of my pool equipment. And it's sold for $6.99 and sold it with free shipping. So the shipping cost me $3. So I ended up bringing in $4 on this, but again, didn't cost me anything because it's been sitting around for years. So here's another item from an estate sale. I paid $3 for this car, and I also have a couple of others that I'm still selling, but this one did sell. This is another item that we got at an estate sale, and with free shipping and the $3 cost, we ended up making $6 or $7 on this. Not enough to retire on, but still it's a positive move in the right direction. Now this item here, this windshield wiper blade, I got a couple of them actually, two different sizes, but they were sitting right next to each other at Goodwill on the shelf. My favorite two shelves to go to are the automotive and tool section and the office supplies section. So this was in the automotive section, obviously. And the nice thing about these is that they were in the boxes and they had the UPC codes. And so I pulled out my eBay app and I scanned the UPC codes, and it pulled them up right away for me. And I saw that these things sell for, around $20 a piece. And so I bought both of them, and they cost me, I think, $1.49 a piece, I want to say. So again, free shipping. The one issue I do have though is when I listed these, I wasn't thinking about the size of these and how I would actually have to ship them. I was expecting to have a fairly inexpensive shipping for them, but because of the length of the item, they actually have to be shipped. The shipping is more costly for these items because they are long, and so I think I only ended up making maybe $10 on this item in all, with the shipping costs included. So just something to be aware of when you're going to sell something that's large. Either do buyer paid shipping or do free shipping, but compensate it by increasing your price. Now this Blu-ray disc, man, this thing has gotten a lot of attention the whole entire time I've had it listed. I got this at a thrift store, and I paid $7 for it, which was too much. Obviously, I shouldn't have paid $7 for this darn thing. But this, if you watch my previous video where I talked about all the DVDs and Blu-rays that I had purchased that I was going to send to Amazon, only to find out that Amazon doesn't allow me to sell those items. This is one of those discs. So the $7 was actually going to end up turning into $40-something on Amazon, but because I couldn't send it there, I had to sell it here. And I'm pretty sure what's happening is when you list items that sell well on Amazon, people will come to eBay who can sell these on Amazon and buy them from you, and they try to get them cheap so that they can flip them on Amazon. I'm pretty confident that this buyer is probably already has this DVD or Blu-ray disc sent up to Amazon, and it's probably already listed, because you get a lot of lowball offers with these DVDs and Blu-rays. So this is another one that I didn't make a ton of money on because I overpaid for it, but I was happy to probably make $5 on it, $4 or $5 profit. At least I didn't lose. Another one of my pieces of pool equipment, and I had 3 of these actually in this 8-inch size. These items are really popular. These are used to repair the weir door on a skimmer in a pool. So people lose their doors and the doors break, and all sorts of things happen to them. So these are cool because you just kind of hold them in place and then pull a little pin on them, and springs shoot out from both sides and hold the device in place. So these are pretty popular. I've sold 5 of these already, 3 of this size and a couple of other different sizes, and they sell really easily. I've never had any problem with people trying to lowball me on them. It's a really good price because again, the cost on them is basically zero for me. So, and then I sent this with standard shipping, and it did go first class. And I just put a piece of cardboard a little bit around it to protect these 2 little sharp points from ripping through the envelope, and then I put them in a poly bag and shipped it off for like $3. And then the last item that I'll talk about today is this baseball bat. It's actually a softball bat. It's the bat that we had purchased for our daughter when she was playing competitive fast pitch softball. And so we had this bat laying around for many years, and like, hey, maybe we should just sell this thing because she's never going to use it again. So that's what we did. And so I was able to unload this bat, and I did free shipping on it because I knew that I just wanted to get a good solid price for it, and I already had the mailing tubes, or the priority mail tube boxes. I used the large one on this, and it fit right in there. And I think the shipping was only ended up being like maybe $10. So that's just an example of some of the stuff that we've been selling. We've been averaging still at least one sale a day, if not two. Over the weekend, I just dropped off a load to the post office this morning that had 6 items in it, just from the weekend. So and we have, I think, a total of 160 listings right now. So all right, well, that's all I have for today. So thanks for hanging out with me.